So for the first few years, we didn't do any trophies. We didn't do, because to us, it's like, if you're here, it's cool. Yeah. And then, of course, the crowd clamors for the,
who's the winner?
Yeah, who's the winner? Let's throw the Christians into the lions. Then, we need blood. We need something. Literally, it was like that. So we start out with, okay, well, we'll let the people choose. Let's just do it people's choice. Everybody votes. And real quick, this guy and all his family and the 4 friends stuffed the ballot box. You know what I mean? So
rigging the election.
Yeah. So the car that's winning is, well, I don't want to say not worthy, but not the car that should be winning. You know what I mean? If you're looking at stuff and so other people are complaining, hey, my car should have won. I go, you should have brought more friends. You know what I mean? So we saw real quick, okay, the people's choice is humans being humans. That's not working. Everybody wants a trophy. So what we did was we basically get some of our guys that are very knowledgeable, Greg being one of them, guys who've built cars and people in our sphere. And I try to stay out of it now because I know everybody and everybody knows me. And this is the beautiful thing about Sevenstock that Gabe's saying. We do get new people, but for the most part, we have some families are 3 generations now at Sevenstock, where the grandkids are now driving their own vehicles, their own Sevenstock vehicles there. But so we go out, and at Sevenstock, the judging criteria is what is giving a vibe off today, what is cool. And sometimes it's stock vehicles that are just lowered just the right amount that I would have saw in 1985 and just drooled. Sometimes those cars win. Sometimes something so spectacular comes through that car wins. What is giving us that vibe?
So you don't know going into it. You're just wide open. No. It's a blank slate. And,
we leave it blank slate, and we try, obviously, we don't try to give our guys the trophies. You know what I mean? Yeah. We'll let, I think Gabe judged this year. Also, Gabe was judging the RX-8s, I think, if I'm not with Greg. And they have 2 of the most beautiful cars out there, Greg and some of the friends, And we're not really looking for that. We're looking a little bit of, the vibe. How did you build this thing and doing it? So, like, some people will come, hey, man, one year we had one guy, hey, I spent $50,000 on my car. Well, you spent them wrong. But, but it's not that. It's what catches our vibe at that day. We kind of, and we'll walk around, but already just in the drive-in, kind of, we become famous for kind of a little parade in and a little parade out. We're kind of just seeing kind of what's touching, what's really getting. Sometimes, yes, the cars are really kind of big and bright, and they're that. But a lot of the times, they're more subtle,
nuanced.
They're more nuanced, and I remember an FC that the guy, a Turbo 2 car, just beautiful, just lowered on the right wheels, had the right kind of look and stance. That was it.
It's funny. When I've judged car shows before, I have that same kind of philosophy where I walk around, you talk to the owners, and you can tell like a love and a passion that's been put into it.
Absolutely.
It's not the $50,000.
Yeah.
They may have spent a fraction of that, but they thought it out, they did it right, they loved it, the passion came through. And then you hear the story about how it all came about. They're the winner.
Yeah. I judge for the Japanese classic car show, both Terry and Koji. Maybe we can get them on here with them. They actually started helping us out at Sevenstock before they actually went into the Japanese classic car show in Toyota and stuff. And I've been judging the Mazda kind of section there for years now. And it's interesting because, like you say, you speak to the owner, you look at it, and there was an interesting situation that happened a few years back where a gentleman brought this 1978 Mazda 626, kind of just your pedestrian, but it was pristine condition.
Yeah.
Love the car. Mazda, love the car. It was just nice, like a time capsule. Had been painted and stuff, but it was done just like you would see. And he happened to win an award, and other people were mad. And they came. It was like, he bought that. I don't know. He brought it, so I don't care. I mean, like, it is what it is. It was there. We were judging the car and whether the guy bought it or had money, whatever. It was a cool car that day. It was that. And we do look at it. In Japanese classic car show, we do see a little bit more. We have to look at a few more details and do that. But at Sevenstock, it's no. If your vibe is right and we're really liking this and this is what, we do, and that's what we tell the judges, go out there and just get that right vibe.
And you could tell, like, especially in the roll-in, but just in general, walking around, you could, like, the pink elephant in the room is like, there's something about that car. There's something about that build.
And you can tell.
Yeah. I think last year's winner for the RX-8, this guy drove his car with his kid and his wife with no AC, and it was hot.
Yeah, it was
from
hot.
Arizona or New Mexico. I think it's New Mexico with an RX-8, and it wasn't like the cleanest, but he
White car, and it's just a plain white car.
plain white car. But he swapped in earlier generation RX-7 engine with a big turbo, and he did all this work himself. And I was like, wow, he did it really, really well. And we're like, wow, that's cool. And he ended up winning. And there was
cool.
some nicer, cleaner, more expensive RX-8s, but it was just that you could just tell no one was going to argue like, okay, that guy, yeah.
And that's the thing. We tell people, listen, you guys, I hate to say it this way, but you're all winners, man. You guys are here, and the passion that Rotary, we're enjoying all your cars. We had a joke for a long time. We had these green ribbons. We'd give those to the really bad cars. Like, here, you got a green ribbon. We only did it between ourselves. We were joking around. I was like, we would give, the Sevenstock guys. We didn't tell them. It was like, here, you got a green ribbon. They'd be, oh, cool. I was like, yeah, you don't even know.
It's like a raspberry award, right?
Yeah, it was an insight. But really, again, Sevenstock was not ever to make any of this. They're different. We're different. My car, I'm an 18-year-old, but look at these guys.
Just the opposite. Probably.
Yeah, just the opposite. If you go there, it's probably one of the most attended FD RX-7, third generation RX-7 shows anywhere in the world, maybe outside of Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll go there and you just see this plethora, hundreds of FD RX-7s.
It's like overload.
And it's overload, and they're all done different.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
are stock. People ask me, how do you? I go, bro, that's like flowers or women. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
They're all beautiful in their own way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And sometimes the details are in there, but I hate to elevate it to that level of anybody comes to Sevenstock to win. I need to win the concourse. Sevenstock is not about that. It's never been about that. We still call it our barbecue. Obviously it's a little beyond that, but